Hey folks, hero's back with a vengeance, and I mean truly a vengeance. This series is honestly it's a PvP vessel, unlike a lot of series I've had the opportunity to cast recently. Creator is ascendant, hero is ascendant. It's incredible. But before we do into that, I would like to remind you all that I upload one video in 4K every other day. Normally would be every day of the week, but I'm trying to milk content because King of Battles is coming up, and I won't have time to record then. But it's one video every other day. But also I stream on Twitch every Friday, or excuse me, every Saturday for EPT Korea, 11 p.m. Eastern, every Monday for EPT North America, 7 p.m. Eastern, and other things as they happen. And hey, King of Battles 3 at the end of the month. But now, folks, enjoy Hero versus Creator. It really is one of the best PvPs I've ever had the opportunity to cast. And here we are, spawning in the upper right in the gold. His name for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, the Smiling Assassin. It's herO. And in the bottom left, his partner in crime, 2-0 in the GSL round of 10. He is, for Team Envy, Creator. The two Protoss players that herO killed in his lower bracket run to qualify for the group stage on his miracle run to the round of 12 of IEM Katowice. And by the way, that run was not unfounded. As herO is in the round of 10 right now. He is in contention to make his way out of Group B, or Group A, excuse me. So I love round robin formats. I think it gives much better storylines than a single GSL group does. So I am very excited for Monday night. I am very excited for Wednesday night, Thursday morning. Because, especially with the crowd, I mean, we got some of the best games in recent GSL history in GSL Group B on Thursday, Wednesday night, Thursday morning. And I'm going to assume that the crowd had something involved for that one. I mean, yes, sure, it's a stacked group, and yes, it's round robin, but even still. I am going to lay all the blame, lay all the credit, or at least portions of it, at the feet of the fact that this is, in fact, there's a crowd there. Means players play just a little bit better. But for now, herO is doing herO things. herO, the aggressive Protoss, the inheritor of SOS's will in StarCraft 2, at least from the shenanigans perspective. And he's got a robo going down, so we're going to see 3-gate robo come out of herO in this game number 1. Thank you, 47ness. As my overlay will eventually show the cheer, but for now, thank you so much. There we go. All right, so Creator, I don't believe he knows about this. I mean, he scouted the main base and he saw only one pylon, which is something, but herO is a Protoss player that at least does the shenanigan enough. But okay, Creator's going to find this now. He goes up on the high ground and says, okay, 2 Stalkers. Actually, he does not want this fight. He's not going to win this fight. He's just taking shots first, so he's the best he can do. Oh, look at that body block, though. That was it's not going to give herO an extra Stalker. In fact, it's only shield damage here, but that was a brilliant little body block there from Creator to own, or from herO to own the high ground. But now, of course, Creator can't do this for too much longer because he does have the shield lead, and now we're going to see Creator actually get out the first couple shots here. So maybe, but the Warp Prism completes. Now it's going to be Stalker going down. It's just going to have to be a recall here for Creator. Just now with the Stalker, it goes down. So now, this is going to be difficult for Creator. As, of course, this is actually only 2-gate robo. Because behind this, we're going to have Disruptor drops. This is prime Creator shenanigans in this game, folks, or prime herO shenanigans in this game, folks. I am here for it. But again, this is a Stargate follow-up coming in from a Creator. He's got Void Rays on the way, which really deal rather well. Deal tremendously well with the shenanigans that herO is looking for. I mean, they shoot down. The Immortals, they don't shoot up. They're not a ton of Stalkers, dude. This is only a 2-gate, and with the shield battery, that should be fine. And certainly, well, it looks like we saw Stalker go down. Certainly, the Void Ray is going to do a pretty good job at shooing away this Warp Prism right now. But there are Disruptors on the way, and you might say, well, Disruptors make a difference. They do. But I don't know. I feel like Creator pretty much has this hold in the bag right now, pending some massive shots, because, again, Void Rays just target things down. So for now, Creator on the low ground, which may end up being a little bit of a problem. We're going to have to see whether he scouts out this Disruptor, whether he's able to dodge it out. But for now, the Stalkers, they're going to force their opponents back onto the high ground here. Disruptor shot's going to go on off, and it's only going to get one Stalker. Massive move here. 2 Void Rays going to join on in. There's just not enough anti-air here right now for herO. We're going to see hot pickup on the expensive units. But certainly the Stalkers, they're in a little bit of trouble now. There's going to be a warp in here. It's going to be slow. Void Rays turning on prismatic alignment. Stalkers starting to go down. Is there a save on the warp prism? Yes, there is for right now. One Void Ray goes down, but the Disruptor falls as well. The warp prism is dead here. Stalking coming on in from the backside. The Immortal falling, but the Stalkers are here in good enough numbers. They're going to knock the Void Rays down. And yes, sure, not many Stalkers remain. Actually, I'm going to say, no, absolutely not many Stalkers remain. At this point, herO, he is in dire straits in this game. There's a third gateway here, extra production. Phoenix have the lift, which means these Stalkers do not survive. And now Creator, yeah, he's got another warp prism, or herO's got another warp prism on the way, but Creator is in a wonderful spot. He's in an incredible spot in this game number 1. He's held the I keep saying 3-gate. He's held the, I guess, 3-gate robo now. His natural is slower. And sure, the Void Rays are down, but look at the Stalker count. It's 4 Stalkers to 4. Creator has that third gateway, so it's not like he's at a production inefficiency. He's not at a production inequality. And he's got these Phoenix adding on in, which really do a good job of displaying the Warp Prism, wherever that is. There we go. But also, they lift Stalkers. Lifted Stalkers cannot be saved by the Warp Prism, so Creator can just go kill them. And it means he continues to take valuable trades. Third Phoenix on the way. herO will eventually move into his natural production. He's got it on the way, but he's leaning into his aggression just a little bit more. He's got Blink on the way. Now the Stalkers here in the Warp Prism. One of them very low. A prime target for some sniping. But here's the thing. Creator, he's run his Phoenix across the map. In fact, where is Stalkers? They're running across the map here as well. This Warp Prism is going to be unexpected from Creator in the extreme. Does this force a recall? Does Creator go all in? I'm not really sure just yet, but for now, the probes, they're going to get pulled out of the main base, running away, just trying to live on shield battery borrowed time here, just a little bit, but they are starting to go down, and the Phoenix running on home. Stalkers running back home here as well, and guess what, folks? There's a Warp Prism. Technically, it can get out, but a Phoenix is going to be here. Probably going to force a recall. I mean, that should. Stalkers trying to get the Phoenix, but there are more Phoenix here than that can make anything happen. So we're going to see a bunch of Stalkers get lifted on up. A couple of them will go down. Stalkers blink out on and back. We see one of these Stalkers die, but oh no, okay, it won't die. Thought that was going to be worse than it was, but game sounds did not turn on all the way. Sorry about that, Wraith. All fixed now. For some reason, the button I hit that said, yes, turn the game sounds on, didn't turn the game sounds on. But okay. We got Immortal number 1 just about done here for Creator. His army is honestly pretty significant. These Phoenix are a big force multiplier here, but Stalkers are going to blink on in. We're going to have to see a bunch of these get lifted. Stalkers trying to knock the Phoenix on down to make sure that their brethren can escape, but Stalkers are targeting these these Stalkers on down. They're not going to be able to blink on out, whereas yes, the Hardened Shield is popped, and more Phoenix are going to get targeted down here. Zealot's just trying to run interference. Immortal firing strong here. It's just the fire base that Creator needs. And now, herO, again, he's forced on back. He's not able to find the damage that he's looking for, but remember, he's up in workers. He's up 4 workers. He found the damage earlier. Actually, he's up 6 right now because he's just, again, it's kind of that ebb and flow. And he's going to get his third base here. So while the opening was maybe not the best for herO, Creator now, he's a little bit behind. I mean, he's up in tech, up in one level of tech at least. He's behind in economy. It's going to be fine here. Stalkers run on forward trying to snipe a Phoenix. They're not successful in that. Actually, looks like very little damage happened. But charge is just about done. And look at this. herO is, he's not going for the normal third, folks. That would be too standard. Too acceptable for the smiling assassin. No, he says, yeah, I'm just gonna show up in the north side here. I'm gonna get scouted out pretty much... Well, no, okay, Creator's not going there. Oh, he's going to see it. Okay. Says, yep, okay. I know where your proxy third is, which means one of the benefits of taking a hidden third, a ninja third, is your opponent doesn't scout it. One of the downsides, it's a little bit harder to defend. With the Stalkers, they blink on into the main base here. They're going to get a pylon, and that is everything. It's Nartos' pylon. Indeed, as an immortal pops out, it's going to go down. There we go. Stalker's going to chase on in, now finding their way behind the mineral line. A second Nartos' pylon. Not really. There's something powering that. But even still, you maybe supply block your enemy. A couple workers go down, and it takes a while for Creator to get on top of hero's army because, again, in this game, there is no blink. There is no charge for Creator. So he just doesn't have the mobility that he would normally look for, as these Phoenix are now going to get found out just a little bit. Stalker's warding them back for now. And the powerful play goes on. Creator, he's hitting punches. Thank you, Heartfey. I'm glad you're enjoying things. And yes, we got herO, we got Creator. Again, you gotta remember, these players, you gotta assume they're maybe saving some strats, because they play each other in a much more important series in a couple days. But for right now, here's gonna blink on in. The Immortal, though, it's gonna stand strong for now here. Hardened Shields pop, but it's still a powerful unit. But the Stalkers are blink on forward. The Phoenix are starting to fall here. Force Field's not really finding what hero's looking for right now, but the Stalkers kind of stuck, or the Immortal is kind of stuck at the front of things. herO blinking on in once again, sensing weakness, sensing opportunity in this game number 1 to go up 1-0. And remember, hero's up a base, but it's a ninja base. It's been discovered. herO knows that. I don't know whether herO knows whether he knows, but Creator knows about this base. So he knows that there is pressure on him, and he's getting glaives. That is an interesting approach in this game. The Stalkers, they're going to delay it, as we have a shield. Actually, okay, shield battery overcharge is going to be enough to force them back for now. It's going to keep everything alive, but we're going to see one Stalker go down at least. Hey, you know, Phoenix are good. But it's interesting how Creator is choosing to play out this game. He's behind. He's tremendously far behind. He's going to go down 2 bases rather soon. So he says, okay, I am building Glaive Adepts. In fact, there are 2 Adepts in that Warp Prism, so maybe he's actually going to go for it. He's just going to try to play the most cost-effective game that he possibly can. How well this is going to work out for him, I don't know. But he's going to try. And of course, the random one Stalker blinks back to the main base, says, ah, yes, it's a scouting mission. Stalker to herO. Stalker to herO. I let you know that there is a base here. Yeah, herO says, yes, Stalker, I knew that. Why are you giving your life away? And actually, the Stalker does not sacrifice. He's going to stay alive. He's going to maintain that vision. The scouting Stalker, the heroic Stalker that could. As now Creator finding his way on over, and the army supplies are not all that different. In fact, Creator has +1. His opponent does not. Stalker's the blink on forward, though. Getting on top of the Warp Prism, getting on top of everything, and this is not a good fight here for Creator just yet. Yes, he has bonus upgrades, but that's a big concave. Even still, the Archon firing strong. Creator finds a way to take the fight. Another Warp Prism is on the way here, and he's going to find his way on over to this hidden base. This base that is harder to defend because it is further away. And yeah, sure, we can talk about Warp-ins all we want, and actually that's pretty smart. There's a robo here. There is a chance for more tech to be created. But even still, okay, the Adepts are going to show up on the backside. Stalker's blink on in, but Adepts are actually very good against the Zealots. So this is a pretty cool move that we're seeing Creator start to follow. He's up 20 supply. He's up an upgrade. This 4th base, or I guess the 3rd base, is going to go down. herO looking for a bit of a base trade. But we have a recall. Actually, no, we don't. Do we have a recall in the natural? Yes, we do. Okay. So there's going to be a recall potential here, and it's actually going to be most of Creator's army coming on back home. So he's going to force herO out of things. We're going to see these Zealots melt to the Adepts. And the probes were pulled. Okay. Interesting. PG Vinhoos, this is on a 2-minute delay. So yes, the games are live. This is EPT KR 119. And I'm casting them as I see the games happening, but again, it is a 2-minute delay. All right, so now this 3rd base that herO did mine from, he did find value in. It has been killed. Now hero's going to try to defend what was his 4th, now his 3rd. His 4 Stalkers, they blink into the main base, and again, folks, this is herO or Creator. He's on a 2-base all-in. This is not easy for him. And he's not even going to spare some time warping on it. So many adepts. They're going to jump on top of this army. Is this going to be enough here? We have Guardian Shield getting popped. Adepts on top of everything. They're just going to melt the Zealots. Immortal's actually firing strong here, but it's one Immortal. It doesn't do a whole hell of a lot. Creator, with his Adept all in, is going to knock down herO in this game number 1. And the lateral thinking that was required to make this happen is second to none. Creator on 2 bases versus the 4. With a Glaive Adept all in, he takes game 1. Spawning in the upper right in the gold. He's down 1 game in this series, leading from wire to wire, but the Adepts killed him off. He is, for Dragon Phoenix Gaming, herO. And his opponent in the bottom left in the red. He's down 1. It's Creator. That was so many Adepts shading on in. I'm still not over that. Hey, Dave Testa, thank you so much for those 5 gifted subs. I don't, for some reason there we go. 10 gifted subs on the channel. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs. Yes, it's not Gumiho versus Zest, but I don't know how Gumiho versus Zest is going right now, but Zest 3-0 Gumiho pretty strongly in that last game. Or last night in the series I cast. So I said, you know what? I think I'd rather pick the top 2 Protoss players in Korea right now. With, you know, we got the mind games here too, because again, these players play on Thursday. They will likely play first shot to get out of the group. And with all that being said, I mean, you got to imagine here that these players, they're playing strats, but they're also not. Yeah, PJ Vindahus, you talk about this, you know, PvP in a nutshell, no explanation, no logic. No, there's logic there. Because he knew that herO was going to lean heavily into Zealots. Zealots charge lots against Immortal Stalker with no blink. Yeah, they're awesome. They're so good. So he gets a couple Archons to kind of tank for the moment to get those big shots up. And then he says, yeah, I'm just going to build 30 Glaive Adepts because they actually kill Zealots really well. They shred light units. So there was logic there. But it's not the logic of a standard PvP. It's something that when your back's against the wall, when you're down 2 bases, you got to find something. You got to do something weird. You can't just go for the standard play. So instead you go and you build a Glaive at 7 minutes into the game when you're down 2 bases and you make it happen. And he made it happen. So now we find a game where Creator's up 1-0. Stalker on the north side is going to say, ah, yes, let me get a probe. Let me kill a probe. That seems somewhat useful. The Zealot's just going to chase this Stalker, but this should be a dead Stalker from Creator. Hero's going to look to chase it down, but Zealots are so slow and Stalkers are so damn fast. So for now, maybe extra Stalker on the high ground here is going to take a positive trade, and the Stalker, yeah, hero's going to back on up. But we should note, this was a 1-gate expand from herO. He has his Stargate done. Oracles are on the way. He's found himself, he's built himself a minor economic advantage. Now there's the random Where did this Stalker come from? I don't know. Was this the Stalker from earlier? Glad you're enjoying things, Dave Testa. Yep. I imagine Steadfast is doing Gumiho Zest. That was my first thought. I'm curious how that series is going, actually. Because again, last night Zest bippity-bappity bopped Gumiho 3-0 in the Alpha X Super Series 23. And then actually played a pretty enticing series against Solar. I mean, it was a 3-1, but it was pretty cool nonetheless. Played a couple quick carrier styles that I was not a big fan of. It didn't seem to work. Solar just punished them with mass corruptors. But anyways, the Oracles of herO have not done anything in this game. In fact, herO is the only one that's lost a unit. Creator is, well, perfectly happy, perfectly safe right now. So what does Creator do off of this? He is economically down despite not taking any damage from the Oracle. Now, it could be worse, but he's down 2 workers. Again, that is because his natural was delayed. It's not a 1-gate expand, it's a 2-gate expand. That's just how these things go. So how does he choose to react? How does he choose to move on? He's got a pylon on the map right now, but this is a adept pylon. This is a random warp-in pylon. This is not a, I'm going to put a gateway here and go kill you pylon. So for now, third base from Creator is going to be the idea, I think. And now we're going to see the Stalkers running on forward here. But while the hero's going to take the first positive trade, Blink is done. So the Stalkers, they're going to kill these all off. But is there anything in the natural? 3 Oracles running on in, ravaging the mineral line. Hero trying to take us to a game 3 already. 5 workers go down. And yeah, there's a shield battery. Folks, I'll tell you how much I care about a shield battery when it's 3 Oracles. The answer is I don't. So 11 workers go down. Do any Oracles go down here? No. Creator slow on the Blink, but he's got an army on the other side. Says, yeah, I don't care about some economic damage if I go kill you right here, right now. I have Blink, you do not. I have a lot of Stalkers, you do not. So the one Zealot is going to be here. Probes are going to get pulled to try to keep hero alive. If he survives, he's got his third base on the way, so he's going to be in a fine spot. But Creator, he's almost all in this spot. The Oracles, they're going to look to fly on in, and make no mistake about it, folks, they do a lot of DPS here. So now we're going to see the Stalkers look to target them down, but they can't, because there's a shield battery here. Only 2 workers go down here. Stalkers blinking on backwards. 1 Oracle. It does go down, and Creator, he's going to be forced on back. He's going to see the third base. There are 5 Stalkers here. Make it 4. And Creator, I don't think this works for him. He had Magic Sauce in game number 1. On game number 2, he's only on 3 gateways. He has equal production. His opponent has a Stargate. His opponent has a third base. And Creator just needs to find so much damage that I don't believe he's capable of doing so, especially as Blink is just about done. But for now, Creator, actually, he's going to blink on it. He gets 1 Oracle down. He's going to get Stalkers here as well. Blink is done in 10 seconds, 15 seconds for hero. But Creator looking to capitalize on that right now, and hero is not trading efficiently. Not really. But he doesn't have to. He's up to 14 workers. So this third base looks like hero says, I have to give it up. I cannot really hold this anymore. 2 Oracles are down. Only 1 remains. So there's not as much damage potential, although we do have the shield battery in the natural. For now, the Oracle can fly in and wipe out a lot of workers. And the Stalkers, at this point, hero will go ahead. What's he known for? His micro, his insanity. But in this case, his micro will have to serve him as his Blink is done. He's adding on a bunch of additional gateways here, and he should be able to outproduce Creator rather soon. But Creator's third base is just about done. This is no longer all in. I mean, it kind of is because he's down 12 workers, but at least he has some economic follow-up. And 47S, thank you for the 100 bits once again. Adding on up to 200 bits today. I appreciate that. But Stalkers, they're going to be forced to recall. Creator saying, I think I've maybe done enough here. And regardless of whether I have or I have not, I cannot continue to find value. Blink is done for hero. He has shield batteries on up. He's hit enough Stalkers that even if I have a couple more shield batteries and warp ins are going to be enough for that one. So, here we are. Third base on the way for Creator. Third base on the way for hero as well. But instead of having that big third base timing lead, he's actually rather far behind. And this buys Creator time to get his pro count back up to a nice spot. And folks, this is Glittering Ashes. This is a map where you don't kill your opponent before 15 minutes, regardless of everything I've said, regardless of what has happened, regardless of the resources lost differential. You don't kill your opponent before 15 minutes. It's just not how it's done. I gotta say, though, I'm a little bit disappointed. This is Charge on the way. We don't have Glaives. Creator saying that was a one-off. But the funny thing is as this game has gone on, we've kind of equalized. We're going to see that hallucination go down. This game is pretty much equal. Hero's going to have his +1 first. Creator's going to have his charge first. Both players on equal workers. Both players within 3 army supply. And despite the fact that 16 workers for Creator have died, 11 Stalkers and 2 Oracles and a base for hero have died, the game continues. The game goes on. The game is not this insane state from earlier. And we're in for another treat, as these 2 best Protoss players in Korea seem pretty much an even match for each other. Now, the thing that I find interesting for hero, I expected him to get charged fairly quickly, but he's not going to do that. So for now, Creator getting a supply block by his pylon on the map. Hero looking to take advantage of that, run on forward. He doesn't have +1, but realistically, but neither does his opponent. So he's got Blink. He's got a lot of Stalkers here, sitting on 6 gateways to the 4 of his opponent. So he's going to look to try to pressure on. He's up 20 army supply. Blinking on in here, trying to get on top of that Immortal as quick as he can. Shield battery overcharge does get popped. Stalkers They're in one-shot range for now. Stalkers, they're going to look to maybe blink on forward here from Creator to knock the Warp Prism down, but they're not successful. herO, he preempts it, and now he's going to punish Creator here in this game. But now the Zealots have arrived. Charge is done. Zealots, charge lots, tremendously good against this composition. You add on in the Immortals as well, and it becomes powerful. But now the Stalkers blink on forward. Warp Prism goes down. There is a reinforcement advantage for Creator for herO in this game. Creator is losing all of his Stalkers. He's going to have to blink on backwards eventually. herO, he has the concave on in everywhere, but he's only a 7 army supply lead. Even still, he is trading tremendously in this game. It looks like he's going to be able to maybe bust on through shield battery overcharge. Of course, folks, it's on cooldown. +1 is done, but +1 is going to be done for a second for Creator. And now I don't really see what Creator or what herO can do to really bust on in, but he says, I can do it anyways. I am powerful. I am strong. I have the micro to match. But the Zealots here, they're going to force him back, at least for the moment. Stalker to blink on backwards. And that was good for herO. That started to equalize things. We look at resources lost. We don't have that. We look at resources lost now. It's about what it was. But as the game continues on, that delta matters less. All right, but now the Zealots, they're going to run on forward again. Stalker's just trading him out, killing him off as much as they can. Got to be careful of the Warp Prism, though. Creator looks to jump on top of it, maybe, but no. He's not going to do that. As herO has his 4th base on the way. He's got +2 on the way, additional gateways. He's doing a really good job of leveraging this tempo lead into a more concrete lead. But for now, he's just blinking on forward, blinking backwards, blinking to the side. In fact, and now the Warp Prism goes down. It's 1 for 1 here, but now it's Creator that has the reinforcement lead, both from a Warp Prism perspective and also it's right outside of his 3rd base perspective. So herO, he's going to continue to maybe put some pressure on, but realistically, there's not much more he can do right now. But he's done a lot to find his way into a lead in this game. He's up 3 workers now. His 4th base is finishing up. And Creator shows no inclination to do that just yet. His +2 is halfway done. We see no +2 from Creator, and the big deal, it's not like we're seeing Creator tech up. I do not see a Robo Bay done or on the way for Creator. He's just going to lean into his Blink Stalker Charge Lot play. No Templar Archives as well, so no Archons. So again, herO, well, again, resources lost, not the best. Actually, no, in that last little bit of fight, he was able to take the lead. Okay. But again, Creator was tremendously far behind in game number 1. And then he killed his opponent. He got glaives and he just killed his opponent. So who knows? Maybe something can happen here once again. But Creator needs to move out on the map. He needs to relieve this pressure that his opponent is putting on. Because unless he does so, it's really hard for him to take a 4th base. It's really hard for him to tech on up. So for right now, Creator on the right side, but herO moving through the middle of the map here. He says, maybe I can find something. Maybe I can catch your army out of position. He will do so. Just like that, finds way between the main and the naturals. Got first mover's advantage here. And remember, he's the 4th base that Creator is not aware of. So now Creator blink on in. We see the Immortal go down immediately. Shield batteries going down here as well. Probes are going to get pulled, but that does not matter. Folks, as so many PvPs end, so too does this one. It's a base trade, kicking on off on Glittering Ashes. Neither player wants to go home, but again, there's the unscattered base. Creator is not aware of it. And of course, herO also, he is much quicker into the main base. He's much quicker onto the production on top of the pylons, supply blocking his opponents. Notice he's knocking down the Nexus as well, saying no recall here right now. But despite that, herO is supply blocked at the end of the day anyways, and he is down in army supply. Yeah, he's got a superior upgrades, but he's down in army supply. He's going to find even more, but that is going to force the recall here on the actually only half the army. But herO says maybe this is going to be enough here. Maybe it's going to be enough to keep me alive, keep you off the ramp. But oh no, Creator, he's already found his way up onto the ramp, and that's a problem because Creator has his 4th base on the way. Creator's got a concave. Folks, I ask you this question alone. Has Creator done it in this game number 2? Has he pulled another rabbit out of a hat, another victory out of what looked like certain defeat? Because this is not the army that herO wants. He's going to have to run his army back home. But Creator looking to leverage this right now. He's put the Stalkers in a corner. You can only blink so damn far if you're trapped in a corner like this. And yes, herO's army is coming to now. It's coming for the release pressure. Is it going to be in time? Is it going to be enough? And the question actually looks like it is going to be here. Now, who surrounds who? The answer is herO. Kind of sounds Creator, but even still, there's a Warp Prism. There's a secondary blink, and we have shield batteries on the way. Creator had a probe with this army. Zealots, they're going to try to make something happen because both players are supply blocked. Creator double the workers, and the army is getting so damn close. herO, it looks like he's done it. He's forced Creator out of the main base, and the Warp Prism goes down. Stalkers are going down. Creator stays alive. Or herO stays alive. Creator His army now, it's only 7, and yes, he's mining. But so too is herO. Kind of. And I would like to remind everyone that this is the round of frickin' 16. This is the round of 16, and we're getting games like this. We are blessed this evening. Hey, Nian Pai, thank you so much for the follow. But now herO runs onto the other side of the map with an army that dwarfs his opponent with superior upgrades. He doesn't know about the base on the bottom side, though. That is Creator's one saving grace, because that worker lead is not going to be there anymore. Zealots find that one. Where is the army? That's what that's what herO is asking himself. Where is the army of Creator? Where is that immortal? Where are those stalkers? They're in the main base. Okay, Zealots are going to find them. You don't want to sacrifice Zealots like that. But herO expands. The game goes on. The game goes on. I think at this point, I mean, supplies are starting to equalize again. Creator's down economically, but the big deal again, this base will die. Make no mistake about it. I don't believe herO knows about the bottom base. He's going to assume that that is the last mining situation of his opponent, as one probe's in the main base here. That was the probe that built the shield batteries that were supposed to win Creator that fight. Just not enough time. herO returned in time. So I think he thinks, I mean, he knows there's a nexus on the map somewhere, because Creator has not been revealed. But I think maybe he thinks it's been retaken in the main base. Not really sure. So notice he's scanning out about right now. He should find this eventually. Eventually. But for now, Creator's going to go on onto the low ground here. 2 Immortals are a significant fire base, and both players have Blink. So really, those Immortals, those Zealots may make the difference, but +2 is more powerful than +1. Creator's army is smaller than herO's, but we're going to have to see whether quality makes up for quantity. And for right now, herO will be forced back. He says, I don't want that fight. I don't want that fight just yet. I don't have my Warp Prism. I don't have enough Zealots. I am mining. I know, without a shadow of a doubt, that I'm probably mining more than you. I don't know where your base is, but I know I'm mining more than you. At least I think I do. So I can afford to buy time here. I can afford to build this army to a point where you will not be able to beat it. But the big news is Creator has been able to find his way to defend that base. And that actually also means that this production that Creator has maintained. What production? It's not going to be there anymore. It's not allowed. Creator's going to find, or herO's going to find it, excuse me. He's going to run on up, and he's going to force Creator into a fight that he does not want to take, but he's going to find a bunch of Zealots here. That's going to be a nice pick off to start here. Looking to equalize. That's about 10 Zealots. Yeah, we'll call that the army supply lead for the most part. We're going to see a bunch of them go down, and Creator's going to trade a base for a base. He's going to trade his production for a base, which is an interesting decision. What does he have on the bottom side? He actually doesn't really have much of anything, but if he's able to knock down all these probes, herO's economy is down in the dumps, down to the same level Creator is now, but it's going to be a recall. So what got depowered? Everything. He's going to have to send a probe on over, but right now, herO looking to move on in, looking to secure this game, secure the victory, but the Immortals, they're firing strong. The Zealots, though, of herO, they are the herO Zealots, and the Warp Prism flying on in as well. It's going to pick up anything that needs... Actually, no, we're going to see the Stalkers kill that one off, but it does not matter, folks, because herO takes game number 2, and guess what? In the round of 16, in this PvP, we're going to game 3. Bottom left. Almost winning game 1 and taking game number 2 in style. He is for Dragon Phoenix Gaming. herO. And his opponent again giving us just absolutely freaking brilliant games. From Team NV, it's Creator. Folks, I'm not going to lie. I have no idea what happens in this next game. We might see Creator go for something proxy, because that was a long game. Actually, both games go relatively long. I think game 1 went past 10 minutes. Maybe not. But they felt long because they were action-packed, fantastic the entire time. And now, it's Creator versus herO, game number 3. 3, and for now, nothing crazy. Nothing out of the ordinary. Which I guess is a surprise and not a surprise. Hello there, Mr. Man Myth Merce. Hello. Hope you're having a fantastic evening. I mean, let's be real. I don't know how you couldn't be having a fantastic morning, evening, afternoon, night, whatever time it is for you, because have you seen these last 2 games? If you haven't, well, they're going to be on the YouTube eventually, or if you're on the YouTube, scroll back in the video, and you can also check them on my stream bod, but on YouTube they'll be in 4K, which is even more fun. But for now, 2-gate expand versus 2-gate expand, a Schrodinger's pylon coming out of herO in this game, looking to maybe make Creator a little bit antsy, but looks like he should be. Yeah, he's going to scout this one on out. Yep, he's got the pylon, so he knows what's up. Oh, there's going to be a little bit of a trap here, though. Probe will be able to escape, though. That's fine. And look at this. Both players going for a robo after this one. Wouldn't it be a shame, by the way, if we had this incredible series of Creator and herO, and then GSL next week is just a 2-0 bop and 2 build order wins and the series ends in 10 minutes? Like, ah, man, they fight it out. They duke it out in a tournament that matters a whole hell of a lot less. That would make me very sad. But actually, this is kind of cool. So at the end of things, on game 3, we're seeing 3-gate robo from both sides. No proxy, to be sure, as we're going to see this, no pylon there from that probe. Now it's going to show up. But 3-gate robo from both sides. And this does mean that this is going to be a very interesting game here. When both players go for the same build, it is such an execution battle, which I got to imagine is an edge I will give to Creator by just a little bit. But I've got to imagine that that is a edge I will give him. But for now, Creator, he is the one moving on forward. He's got the pylon, so he's going to have more stalkers to start on out. He's got the Warp Prism as well. And actually, okay, it looks like herO does have more. Never mind. Warp Prism's not here just yet, as Creator runs on and says, oh, there's no natural. Interesting, but look at this. herO's got a pylon on the north side. He's playing, again, he's thinking maybe a little bit more laterally in this game. He says, look, I need my Warp Prism at home. I probably need my weapons at home, but there will come a time where this stalls out, and I will be able to warp into adepts. And I will, actually doing it right now, I will be able to shade into your main base. There is room for a wall. Questions whether herO is, or Creator, excuse me, is paying attention. But for now, he's on the low ground. herO's on the high ground. That's a hard thing to break. Adepts to get on in. Creator is not paying attention here. Now it's going to force a recall. 1 worker goes down. Make it 2. Stalkers are here, though, and they're going to wall everything out. So these adepts are dead, but the pressure release valve is here. herO stays alive. He's up 2 workers now, and now it's his turn to get aggressive. Now it's his turn to knock some pylons on down. And there we go. The game continues, but herO finding himself a minor, and it truly is minor, finding himself a minor lead in this game. Oh, herO, Creator, he's looking for the pylon too. Somehow, despite having the Warp Prism, he didn't have it in the right spot, so he's not going to find this. Not just yet, but he set up a nice concave for himself as he retreats onto the high ground. Never mind. He is supply blocked here, which is rather annoying, but he's going to try to hold the low ground. Okay. And look at this. herO, he is invested in a sentry. He's invested in an immortal. This army is more expensive. There's also more supplies. So on both sides, herO's got a little bit more here. We're going to have to see just how well he does. What's in the warp? Oh, Stalkers. Interesting. But he's looking for a concave. herO says, I'm just going to bust right on through. Warp Prism goes down. And now there is no blink. There is no happiness for Creator in this game. The immortal firing strong. Warp Prism's got to stay alive. It's going to go down. But folks, I'm not really sure how much it matters anymore. Guardian Shield did a lot. The immortal did the rest. And now it's just so many Stalkers and an immortal versus a little Creator. He had so many opportunities, but at the end of things, third game ends much shorter, and herO moves on to face Solar in the next rounds.